Hi friends, in this session we are going to see what is the difference between static and class methods. In Python, both class methods and static methods are special type of methods that can be defined within a class. They serve different purposes and have distinct use cases. Let's explore the differences between class methods and static methods and when to use each. We'll see now class methods. A class method is a method that takes the class itself as the first argument, conventionally named CLS. It is defined using the @class method decorator. Class methods are useful when you need to access or modify class level attributes or perform operations related to the class as a whole rather than specific instances. They can be called using the class name or an instance of the class. When called via an instance, the instance is automatically passed as the first argument CLS. Class methods can be used to create alternative constructors for the class or perform operations that involve class level state. Now we'll see static methods. A static method is a method that does not take any special first argument like self or CLS. It is defined using the @static method decorator. Static methods are used when a method does not depend on the instance or class state. It behaves like a regular function, but it is logically related to the class and it is defined within it. For code organization purposes, they cannot access or modify instance or class attributes directly since they don't have access to the instance or class context. Static methods can be called using the class name or an instance, but they don't receive any special arguments. We will see this with an example. We will see now static method. Here I have declared a math operations class and I have defined two methods, add and multiply. Here add function will take two arguments a and b and it will add and it will return the sum. The same way the multiply method also takes two arguments and it will return multiplication of those two arguments. If we want to create a static method, then we have to use static method decorator before the method declaration. Here I have decorated with @static method with add and multiply functions. To call this add and multiply functions, it is not required to create object for this math operations. How we can call this add multiply functions are with the class name dot method name and the arguments. We see here I have called add function using math operations dot add of 2, 3. In the same way I'm calling multiply function and using math operations dot multiply of 4, 5, and we will try to execute this program and see the output. If you see here I have declared two static methods add and multiply and I'm calling add and multiply using class name dot add and class name dot multiply. Okay, here math operations dot add and math operations dot multiply and with the arguments, and add function will give the sum of the two numbers and multiply method will give the multiplication of the two numbers. If you see here the result 1 is 5. It means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. It has written the result as 5. And the same way multiplication, we have multiplied with 4 with 5, then it has written 20. And now we will see class method. Here I have declared class called my class. If we want to create a class method, then we have to use @class method decorator before the method declaration. Here class underscore method will take first argument as class. In this case class is my class. Okay, it will take the reference of that and I'm passing another argument x. Okay, and I have declared a class variable here, class underscore variable, and I'm multiplying this class variable with the argument I'm passing from this class method. And after creating class method, how we can use that is the class name dot class method, and we have to pass the arguments if any. And how we can call this class method is class name dot class method and with the arguments if we have any. And we will try to execute this program and see the output. If you see here, we have defined a class method here and we are using class variable inside this class method and we are multiplying with argument we are passing. Okay, in this case we are calling the class method using class name my class dot class method and we are passing the argument as 5. Okay, and in this parameter x 5 will be stored and it is multiplying class variable is 10 into 5 is 50 and it will return 50 for us. Okay, if you see here it has written the 50 as a result. That's all. Thank you.